As dawn paints the sky in hues of hope, remember this simple truth. Birds don't hustle for their next meal. Flowers don't strain to bloom. They simply respond to the warmth, resting in the care of the one who made them. This morning, you're invited into a sacred pause. Breathe deeply. Remember who you are beyond your roles, expectations, and responsibilities. God never asked you to perform for His love. You were created to live in the quiet truth that you are already cherished. Birds soar without worry, catching invisible currents in trust. Jesus wasn't simply giving a nature lesson when He spoke of them. He was revealing something essential about you. We often wake up already anxious, trying to control everything. But what if your worth isn't in what you accomplish, but simply in being a beloved child of God? What if provision follows trust? This doesn't mean ignoring responsibility. It means shifting your foundation from pressure to peace. God sees your needs before you speak them. Like the birds, you can live with motion and trust. Exodus 14:14 says, "The Lord will fight for you, you need only to be still." Spoken to a people trapped between danger and despair, it was an invitation to rest in divine strength, not human striving. Stillness isn't passivity, it's a declaration of faith. God, I trust you to be God. In stillness, we create space for miracles. When you surrender control, you witness God moving on your behalf, not after you've earned it, but right now. Isaiah 26:3 promises, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you." This isn't a fleeting calm. It's a rooted peace that doesn't shift with circumstance. True peace grows not from control, but surrender. When your mind spirals with worry, whisper, "You will keep me in peace because I trust in you." Let that simple prayer anchor you when fear rises and clarity fades. Psalm 23 reminds us, "He makes me lie down in green pastures." Rest isn't laziness, it's God's idea. Sometimes life slows us down through loss, exhaustion, or transitions. These pauses can feel like setbacks, but they're often where true restoration begins. Green pastures aren't about productivity, they're about presence. The shepherd tends to your soul, not with urgency, but with tender care. In stillness, strength is renewed. Proverbs 3:5-6 teaches us to trust in the Lord with all your heart, and He will make your paths straight. This doesn't start with perfect planning, but with surrender. You don't need to see the entire map, just the next step. When your mind is tangled with overthinking, trust is the clearer guide. Hand God the pen and let Him write the next lines of your story. You were never meant to carry it all. You don't need to strive endlessly or prove your worth through constant doing. Today, open your hands. Let go of what you've been gripping too tightly. Let stillness become your strength. Presence over performance, trust over tension, peace over pressure. God never rushes. He leads gently, and in His presence you find enough. Lord, I come not with accomplishments, but with empty hands. I surrender this day to you. My worries, my plans, my pressure to be strong. You never asked me to prove anything. You asked me to walk with you. So I pause, I breathe, I choose stillness. And here in this quiet space, I feel your nearness. You said, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." So I come, tired, anxious, uncertain, but I come, trusting that rest isn't weakness, but worship, not a luxury, but a gift. Teach me to let go of control, of deadlines, expectations, and fear. Help me choose rest over striving. Let me find joy in simply being yours. What are you carrying today that God never asked you to hold? The weight of perfection, the fear of falling short, the need to be everything for everyone. Let this be the moment you whisper, "I surrender." No grand words needed, just an honest breath. Let your hands unclench. Let peace replace pressure. Let your heart rest. You were not created to live burdened. Maybe your breakthrough won't come from trying harder, but from sitting still and allowing grace to meet you there. Place your hands over your heart. Inhale slowly. Exhale and imagine the weight lifting. Whisper, "I release this. I was never meant to carry it." You're not late. You're not failing, you're just tired, and God understands tired. That's why He says, come, not come fixed or come flawless. Just come. So breathe, be still. Let this day be different, not because you did more, but because you trusted deeper. You were never meant to carry it all. Let God carry you. Today, walk slowly, live gently. Let grace set the rhythm. You are not defined by your productivity. You are held, seen, and loved exactly as you are. God is not asking for your performance, just your presence, and in that presence, you'll find rest, clarity, and healing. Breathe it in and let Him do the rest.